Alright guys, this is update 19. I got the spackle out and I've been spackling again. So this is Royal Plywood, and you can see I just kind of spackled in the driveway that's going to come around the back side of the building here and into sort of the main lot here. I already had it painted brown, but if you recall from one of my prior updates, I had sprayed, what was it? I used a spray can of brown paint and I spray painted it here, and it wasn't a water-based paint. It was whatever. It melted the foam a little bit, so it made little divots, which you can kind of see right here, up and down like that. And so what I did was I just spackled it, because this whole thing is going to be, you know, paved, right? And they're going to have the building right here. There's going to be piles of plywood and so forth, and looking to have like a unfocused stupid camera, looking to have, like, you know, covered sort of awning things, whatever, with racks of plywood and all that stuff. So I started spackling that, and yeah, just touching up a lot of the seams right here, because I'm going to start getting my grout mixed up and putting that down. But I got to wait for this stuff to dry now, so everywhere you see pink is kind of damp spackle. So yeah, like I said, did all the seams. Also over here at Southern California Edison, I touched up all of the imperfections that I had before, you know, places that had cracks and things like that. And I know it looks like crapola right now, but once it all dries and gets painted over again, it's actually looking really nice and smooth. Just another run of the sanding block over it once it's dry, and some more paint, and it's going to look really nice again. Better than before. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I got right now. Oh, and I if it looks cleaner out here, because I was going to do my my little ground cover with the grout and stuff, so I wanted to kind of do it all at once on the whole layout, and so managed to get everything tucked away nicely right here on an old computer desk I had sitting around. So I'm just using that as my temporary storage of gear instead of Sanford & Sons salvage over here. The cars are still out pretty much where they're supposed to be, other than where I had to kind of move them around a little bit, because I'm still planning on doing part 2 of the operations video. I haven't forgotten about that, but I wanted to get a little jump start on the actual scenery. I got so excited that this looked so nice that I wanted to get the rest of the layout up to some degree of ground cover. So, all right, that's it for right now. I'm going to let this dry, and I will get in here with the grout. All right, got the first layer of grout down here. It's still wet. You can see it's starting to dry here at the edge, so that's the kind of color that it comes out as when it's dry. But yeah, just this is like the test bed. Large-scale test bed right here. Get this damn thing to focus. There we go. Yeah, so just doing part of Sanford & Son salvage here. Gonna let it dry out. See if I got to sand it or anything like that. Did a little bit back here also, because I want to get the Royal Plywood kind of completed here, or at least really going. So, and then work on the crossing right there too. So, and get the road down, get the sidewalk in. So we'll see what this looks like when it gets dried up. All right, so I finished grouting all the other little spots right here. I got it done all the way into the curve here, and it's all dried up. I sanded it a bit, and I ended up actually putting in a little bit, my finger out of the way, putting in a little bit of ground texture, mainly just some ballast, a little bit of gray ballast. I still got to kind of clean this up. Gray and brown ballast over here. Again, it's not really super glued down, so I just got to clean this area. And then for the heck of it, I got the little Pico static grass. Just started playing around just to see what it looks like. in this section. I don't know why, I must not have had glue right here, but that was a whole pile of stuff. Yeah, I wet the whole thing down, put a bunch of glue down, and then just until I actually get something here. You know, it's kind of like an empty field before construction begins, right? And yeah, let me pop around over to this side and I'll show you what I got done over here by Royal Plywood. All right, so a couple things over here. I just painted this, so it's still a little wet, and that's why it kind of looks a little liney or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it'll kind of even out a little bit more once it dries out. But that is now done. I got to work on the edge right here. Keep my big fat thumb out of the camera. And I was looking at the prototype on Google Maps for this area, and they've got a lot of stuff kind of like this. It's pretty sparse for shrubbery and weeds and things like that. But then as it goes a little bit farther, we actually get a bunch of growth right along the line here, pretty much going all the way out. I'm not sure. I'll probably do a little bit more over here, sort of spot it, you know, throughout little patches of it going all the way down here. I'm not really concerned past here. I'm working on Royal Plywood at the moment. But yeah, so I thought I'd try some of that stuff there. That is coarse turf that I had. And then it's also got a little bit of static grass here and there. I'll still keep working on that. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Like, there's more water down here, I guess, and it's greener, and then it's sort of drier out in this section right here. So yeah, I got that painted. The next thing I'm going to do is oh, wait a minute, hold on. I also, while I was painting, I painted up the different sections here of SoCal Edison, and again, it's still a little wet, so the color will change, but made little patches. Like, that's wet right there, but basically just patched up or colored up all of the different areas that had to get re-spackled a little bit. I might have to redo this right here. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. You know, but it looks like I tried to keep, when I was painting, I tried to keep the squares kind of, you know, squared, you know, or the areas sort of, you know, like they came in here and had to repatch this section right here. So, yeah, it looks all right. I'll see what it looks like when it dries out. It should blend in, like I said, a little bit. So next thing I'm going to do is get the street done over here. I'm going to get the street glued down, get the sidewalks glued down, start working along, you know, little edging and stuff like that along the back side here once all of that dries. So we'll put a little bit of shrubbery and whatever ground cover or something out that way, and back along that side. So yeah, next road. All right, so we've got the street glued down, the sidewalks glued down, got everything all touched up a little bit. We've got the back pavement done over there. Might still have to touch it up just a little bit, but yeah, this looks starting to look like it's coming together, right? That looks pretty good, no? All right, let's have the locomotive bring our two cars back here. Have them drop those two back off here. We had them move them out while we were doing our work here. All right, I'm going to call that a done update. So, see you next time, guys. Take care.